Is it possible to find the truth? I'm going to be honest. Some days, I doubt it. It feels like everything has turned into opinion. Nothing feels solid anymore. Nothing feels clear. You open the internet. Every headline says something different. Every person defends a side. And in the middle of all that, you feel lost. Who do you trust? The government? The media? The people around you? Sometimes it feels like everyone is trying to convince you, but very few are actually trying to show the truth. And that wears you down. It drains your mind. It confuses your heart. You start questioning everything, even what once felt obvious. And the worst part is feeling like maybe the truth doesn't even exist. But then I stop to think, what if the problem isn't the truth, but how we're looking for it? Because if you really think about it, you already know how to look for answers in everyday life. When you want to buy something, you research. When you have a question, you ask. When something doesn't make sense, you investigate. You don't just accept anything. You double-check. You compare. So why would the truth be any different? Maybe the real mistake is rushing. We want quick answers. We want everything ready and handed to us. But truth doesn't work like that. It takes patience. It takes attention. It takes effort. Not everything that looks real is. Not everything that seems right actually is. So start simple. Stop believing everything the first time you see it. Pause before you share something. Ask yourself, does this make sense? Who is saying this? Do they have something to gain? Look for other sources. Check different perspectives. Read more than one side of the story. And one important thing, just because someone is loud doesn't mean they're right. Truth doesn't need to shout. It's usually quieter, more steady. Another thing I've learned is to trust impulse less and analysis more. If something instantly makes you angry, be careful. If something seems too perfect, be careful too. Truth almost always comes with balance. It's not extreme. It's not exaggerated. And there's more. You don't need to know everything. And it's okay not to have an answer right now. Sometimes, truth takes time. And it's okay to wait. What matters is not settling. Not accepting just any version to ease your doubt. And here's something people don't talk about enough. Truth also requires courage. Because sometimes, it goes against what you believe. Against what you've always heard. Against what everyone around you stands for. And that hurts. It hurts to admit you were wrong. It hurts to change your mind. It hurts to step out of your comfort zone. But avoiding it doesn't help. It just keeps you stuck. Searching for the truth isn't about winning arguments. It's about growing. It's about having the humility to say, I don't know. I need to understand this better. I might be wrong. Not many people do that. But that's where everything changes. Another important thing. Be careful with the herd effect. When a lot of people believe something, it starts to feel true automatically. But that's not how it works. A lot of people can be wrong at the same time. And history has shown that more than once. So think for yourself. Listen to others, yes. But don't turn off your critical thinking. Don't outsource your thinking. And one more point. Not all false information is created out of bad intentions. Sometimes it's just carelessness. Sometimes it's ignorance. Sometimes it's someone sharing without checking. So before judging, try to understand. But that doesn't mean accepting everything. It means filtering better. And here's a simple but powerful piece of advice. Learn to stay quiet. Not every discussion needs your opinion. Not every debate deserves your energy. Sometimes, observing teaches you more than speaking. And in that silence, you start to notice more. You see contradictions. You understand intentions. And little by little, it becomes harder to fool you. Another detail that makes a difference. Separate facts from emotions. Not everything that makes you feel strongly is true. And not every truth comes with strong emotion. If you learn that, you'll already be ahead of a lot of people. And in the middle of all this, don't lose something essential. Your values. They are your foundation. Your balance point. When everything feels confusing, go back to them. Honesty, respect, consistency. Truth almost always walks close to these. And in the end, maybe finding the truth isn't a destination. Maybe it's a path. An ongoing process. Made of doubts, mistakes, and adjustments. You don't have to get it right every time. But you have to keep searching. Because the moment you stop questioning, you start accepting anything. And the moment you accept anything, you live in illusion. So keep going. Even if it's hard. Even if it takes time. Truth isn't perfect. But it sets you free. And that is already a good enough reason not to give up.